Hello, hello, my lovely and wonderful punks. I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're having a good day. Sorry I wasn't here yesterday. It was just so dark and so cold, and I think Emmy was sick. That we didn't end up getting up until like 5:30, pretty late. Um, so I didn't feel like starting a stream that late into the evening. Plus, since she wasn't feeling well, she's been wanting to play. What's it called? Um, the game with Aloy. Um, Horizon Zero Dawn. So let her play that, which would have conflicted with the stream anyways. So, but we are here today. I do have a time limit. I need to be done in like faster than 3 hours. Maybe more than 2.5, somewhere in the middle between those two numbers. Because I have a friend's birthday event to go to. But we are going to play some Heaven's Vault in the meanwhile. And then once I'm done with that, I can make dinner and possibly take a fast shower depending on how early I wrap up. But yeah, for now, we're going to do more Heaven's Vault. Um, Last time, I fucked everything up. My robot is fucked up, and my crown is gone, and I don't know what we're going to do. I fucked everything up. Hello, Sammy. Nice 70 stream streak. Hello, Bard. You were first. I cannot save the game. It auto save, but appreciate you all the same. No, I don't want to report it for terrorism. I hate that. I don't know why, but the check mark for marking as complete gets slightly shifted on the second thing, and I have to move my mouse open. Gotta let Emmy stream now. She's asleep, or at the very least, she's laying in bed. All right. Oh, we haven't got one of those in forever. All right, one sec. There you go, Mischief. And thank you for the care package. Gotta. We'll let Graham play. I'm sure he'll be good at translating. I'm glad you enjoyed it. All right, Heaven's Vault, open up. Hopefully, we don't encounter any bugs today. Last time, it didn't claim any of my audio. So, care package. Thank you, Mazel. I just took a drink. Care package for Emmy. Okay, well, I'll make sure she knows when she gets up. How are you doing today, Mazel? You allowed to simp for pretty voices? Of course you are. All right. Still feeling sick? I don't know, but she is in bed still. Hopefully she'll be better soon. Okay, I don't know where I'm going. I'm trying to find Heaven's Vault. We just finished being in oh, the observatory. We have enough to find the observatory now. Sail. Glad you're doing okay. Sailing to Amadu's observatory in the Withering Ways via the Edge and the Cyclones. We... Oh dang, we haven't found it, so I can't shortcut there. The path turns left momentarily, as should we. I'm hoping New Game Plus keeps your map. Robot Empire NK. If we assume for a moment that there was one, it didn't survive. Or it didn't survive. I'm not sure who's talking there. First Empress took over. Steel Empire ended and the Eoxian Empire began. Watching Chugga's Let's Play of Kingdom Hearts apparently stop magic is a lot stronger than you thought. Interesting. As for the robots, the robots were wiped and buried on Eox. Emmy was talking the other day about possibly doing Kingdom Hearts again, and maybe wrapping up achievements. My controller's really going. Jeez, this is a long one. What do you mean the edge? I thought we were leaving. I thought we'd already gotten to the edge, or we were leaving the edge. I do not understand the map sometimes. You overthrew the Robot Empire. How? Ah, now there is a secret. One I would be foolish to share with you or anyone. Never again. You shared your secret before. Now we're in the Cyclones. Into the rocks. And I was betrayed. It will not happen again. Either river continues to our destination. Well, we'll keep going straight then. We got some snow the past couple days, which was nice. Like, it sucked for Emmy that she's been sick, but it being cold has been really nice for her.
Once, sailing through Eagle's Pass, I thought I saw a gigantic ship, as large as a moon, moving down the river like a shadow. Of course, I was ahead of it, and by the time I looped around, it was gone.
Interesting. Here comes the music. Escape from the City plays in the distance. Escape from the city. I'm trying to think of the lyrics, but I can't not think of Space Bear's They Kiss song for some reason. They run so fast when they collide, they kiss. They don't even think about it, just happens, they kiss. Everyone's drawing hard of them going fast and colliding with their mouths, they kiss. Everybody, every character. Knuckles kisses Shadow, or no, it's Sonic kisses Shadow and Shadow kisses Knuckles. They kiss all the time. There's other characters like Bean and Ronald the Tree. Bean kisses Ronald the Tree. Everybody, every character. Knuckles kisses Rouge. Rouge kisses something else. They kiss Barack Obama. Amy doesn't kiss anyone. They get left behind, or she gets left behind. While Knuckles and Sonic, they kiss. Dun, 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 dun. Who's the person who made that song again? Space Bear, SBASS Bear. It is a Game Grumps. Space Bear in general does a lot of Game Grumps edits where they take like little bits of songs that Aaron and Danny sing while they play video games. That one was from the end of Sonic 2 Adventure. Why am I in an Eoxian space? And yeah, even if you don't watch Game Grumps, Space Bear's got some good silly stuff that's worth watching for a giggle. Big rocks in the sky. I can pass control to NK now? Okay. Go and rest your weak body. Cool. The Withering Ways. Alright. I don't know why it took that long for me to be able to toss it. I just flew through that rock. That rock wasn't real at all. The game generally will be like, oh, there's a rock. We'll sail around that. They are not real threats. Whee! All the rivers go into this rock. I saw something drifting in the wash. But I've lost it now. I think of Amadu's observatory is this way. Alright. There appears to be a trail in the water. There's something. Give it to me. A ruin. It's a ruin from some time before the Steel Empire. Oh, I will investigate, Aaliyah. I found an aged river chart. Wonder how long it's been there. There's something marked at the surface of a moon. Around the surface of a moon. Map with one word. Few words in this one. Okay, one sentence. Alright, let's see. So we've got rivers, which makes sense for a river map. Lives. Ourselves. Is. You're gonna make me stick this of in here and then tell me it's wrong. Of. You're gonna make me stick in more ofs? Okay. Of. 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 of rivers is of ourselves lives. Oh yeah, that translation is clearly incorrect. There must be another possibility. Oh, we're marking out ourselves. Okay. But not of. This lock in. No, you're gonna make me stick in more ofs? Okay. Yeah. I know it's wrong. I don't much care for this version of the translation game. Oh, I do need to include an of. Okay. Alright. Where does it make sense? Probably here? Of rivers? Maybe here? There's not a spot for winds, is there? No, that's a fake word. Perhaps rivers is wrong? Maybe, but I would think it would cross it out. Like I said, I don't like this version of the game because it's just like eliminating words until the game says, okay, you're right, you can move on now. I guess winds is in rivers. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's what it wanted. Okay. So now it marks. Oh, wait. Now it marks out winds. Okay. Okay, I guess I have to find which of these four ofs is of. Okay, we marked out that ourselves was wrong, which means we probably want this one. So I'm going to put the of there, and I'm going to put an of here. There we go. All right. I believe you are correct with lives. Yay! Okay. Let's see. Noun marker of don't know what dot means still and all or everything. Oh, that's right. We had this word before. Okay. I think I don't remember what I picked last time. Song would be very symbolic, but I don't know that that's a symbolism that exists. So I'm going to do the shape. The shape of rivers is shape of the body and all of myself. Our. Yeah, the shape of the river is the shape of our lives. I think that makes sense. Shape of rivers is shape of our lives. That'll do for now. I think this originates from the place we're after. Must be getting close. This will make the exact spot we're after easier to locate. Aliyah, there's some kind of ruin on the right. Ooh, I almost missed it. Feels good to be back on a real river again. Were we on a fake river at some point? Might I suggest turning left? No, you need to go and get me the thing from the mountain. The ruin appears to date from some time before the Steel Empire. Why don't you wait? I recovered a dented sextant carved with a bird motif. Most likely came from somewhere nearby. And here's an inscription along the wing. Alright, here we go. This is fractured. Okay. So, we've got... Oopsie. Let's try friends. Oh, does return? No. It's always weird when they give me a word that doesn't fit at all. Alright. There we go. I believe I remember the word friends. Alright, so. Noun of light and sky. Or air. That could be stars. Stars are hidden. Interesting. I was sure that this rotating inward square was the concept of hiding. I guess it could be among, between. Yeah, I suppose you could say that, you know, you could be hiding in a crowd, so between / among could be the adjective form of hidden. Stars are among friends. I think that's right. Let's try that again later. We say this was made on the exact site we're looking for. Must be nearby. Should make the site we're currently looking for easier to find. Our additional information has now placed us outside of the search zone, Aliyah. Then why did you tell me to turn right? This is a region of minor flow, Aliyah. What's wrong with the river here? Its currents in this region are unusually weak. Rivers here are losing their integrity. Perhaps that is how Amadu's laboratory or observatory got lost. Uh-oh. We're back within our search zone. Okay. I was supposed to go the other way. We will have to sail on to resume the search, Aliyah. We've already said this. I'm not saying it again. Okay, we're back in the vicinity. And the structure is barely intact. There's nothing here to find. Yeah, that's the ruin I've already checked. I don't know why you stopped. hold on. The music is being... Whoops. The music is being extra screechy at the moment. Or not screechy, but like... holding that high tone for too long in my ears. Alright. Left. We're back. I didn't realize we had left. Not anything here at all. I don't know, Leah. We've been sailing an awful lot. Light must be hidden amongst these clouds, Aaliyah. How do we find it? Who knows? Just fucking go in circles. I suggest we look. You're so right, Empress. Thanks. Alright, there's another ruin that I had passed. We are leaving the vicinity of Madu's observatory. Oh my god. I just want to find it. I don't want to sail anymore. I want to continue the plot. Okay. That looks like the way I'm supposed to go. Just keep holding left. I think. Yeah. Didn't think the ship could move through flows this week. Seems like whoever built the Nightingale knew what they were doing. Yeah. A little slow there. In K, we've left the area like 3 times. Alright, yeah. Left again. This should be progress. This looks like it's sailing to a location. There's something here. I will activate the hopper now. How do they anchor the skyboats while we're like hoppered down? I don't know if they've said that. I'm sure they have something, but...
This moon was nothing but cold, cruel rock. It could never have been home to anyone. And yet, someone had been here. And someone was still standing guard.
Hello, Wind God. Guardian of this place. I've seen this one before, NK. I think it's the Sky God. What are you doing here? don't see a way up there. Why would you want to climb up there, Aaliyah? Can you not see him from where you stand? I'm an archaeologist. If there's a god here, I want to find out what he thinks it's doing. But why must humans insist on standing on things to understand them? It's an unforgiving place. Were there any other surfaces at all? None. The moon appears most rugged. Did anyone ever come here? Why build it otherwise? How old would you say this site was, NK? It's before my time anyway. It's leveling off. What is above? Ooh.
The path ended at the edge of an enormous crater,
Neat.
where a mountain had been plucked out like a rotten tooth, and something had been built across the wound.
What are we looking at? I have no idea, Aaliyah. Can you scan it, NK? Scan it? Scan for what? It is a hole. It's clearly not just a hole. Scan it for everything. Here is something, Aaliyah, which may or may not be interesting. The tiles lining its surface are a metallic pottery composite. What composite? Metallic pottery. Heat-resistant, reflective, conductive. Where did they even get enough metal for this crater? Will people sift streams for iron dust? There are richer seams on some older moons, I believe. There does appear to be considerable wealth of metal here. It's like a way down. Catch me if I fall, NK. What an idiotic remark.
The metal ledge halfway down was wide enough for walking. Wide enough for robots, too.
Something at the center. Cover? It's like it has handles. But well? There's some writing where I'm standing. Except... Just wait. What is it? I have found something. Gravity. What's that supposed to mean? The gravity within the crater is lower than the gravity outside of it. It's not possible. No. However, it is a fact. There's no way I'd keep my balance on the slope if I tried to climb down. There's big holes to go sliding into. Unless we can find a section that hasn't shattered. Can gravity be low? Some kind of machine? Kind of, I don't know, lens? Is this just as it appears, Leah? A curved, tiled floor. But perhaps the moon's density itself is low. I mean, you'd think that there would be a lot of that going around. What's this moon made of? Don't tell me it's hollow. I will do a scan. There we go. Just riding around the rim. Alright. Long one. This one's a phrase run together. Beep boop bop boop boop. That's a lot of words. And B Alright. Rise. Here. Oh, well, that was fast. Rise here and B. Oh, they're not the symbols for rise. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So the verb of place, of mountain way. Hmm. Interesting. Ground. The verb of the ground way. I mean, it could be stream, but you would think that that would have water in it. Could be land as in arrive. Try it. And B, the verb of a person, something, all of myself. The yeah, some sort of declaration. And I still don't know what the sandwich means. Welcome makes sense. Uh, yeah, the verb of a person, all of them being declared. Yeah, I think welcome. Land and be welcome makes sense. Does land here and be welcome work? Land here? Is this a landing pad? Would explain the reduced gravity to make it so that ships could land more easily. This section of slope looks intact. No gaps here at the lower level. Could slide. Until you reach the bottom where there's a sizable hole. True. It's that bridge giving way on the Garden Moon. I don't want anything else going wrong. Perhaps we might explore elsewhere first? Perhaps we might explore elsewhere first. I wonder if I can get here without the bridge collapse. And if Aaliyah will be braver.
The scale of the place was mind-boggling.
The mind-boggling?
It must have been built by giants for giants.
I really don't see the purpose of this energy bar other than to go, hey, that was a walk. That's the goddess. The air is so thin here. Or I guess that's a lot of air. Take your time to recover, Aaliyah. This place was intended for robot workers. Alright. There's definitely something inside here. Equipment? Hard to make out. Interesting seeing these very modern metal slide down shutters on this old style building. Looks like we also have some kind of ventilation. This looks like a door. Only it won't open. Try the door with the knife. Try the door with the knife. The door with the knife. Okay. There's some kind of mechanism. Let's see how to work it. Just lights. Please stand aside. The locking mechanism is internal and magnetic. There. And I've taken the precaution to melt the contact so it stays open. Madu's observatory. Right? Portals of machines. That's what Amadu said.
A dark, cramped space, stuffed with metal and pipes and wires. It was like I'd turned into an ant and was now crawling around inside the robot.
Some kind of control panel. They have children working here. NK, can you operate this? That one controls the temperature of the floor. This one, however, appears more interesting. Why would you... A whole panel for floor temperature? Is it dangerous? I do not believe so. There. Have activated the panel. You're sure the panel's done nothing, NK? No, Aaliyah. It may well have done something. I am simply cannot see what. These windows are very low, too. Something written here. Oh, geez. Okay. Adjective of holding but not holding. By. Via. Yeah, something that would be near you but not on you would be by you. By you. Oh boy. All right. The person of, or okay. Oh boy. So this has a lot of masters in it, but it doesn't have the of mark at the beginning. So just masters plural. Fun. By order of the masters, we... Okay, that makes sense as a sentence so far. The verb form of holy light. Could be watch. Could be sing. Again, I don't know what kind of symbolism this ancient culture used for singing. I don't think it would be say or separation. And it is a window, so watch makes sense. We watch the noun form of the anti-light. That would be darkness. Ooh. By order of masters, we watch darkness. Master. It has the symbols for robot in it, I think. Robot's in charge here, then. Stress. So it is an observatory of sorts. It's to watch the darkness. Darkness imprisoning me. All that I see. Someone oversaw this site from here. Oversaw what? Can't have been a good job. It's uncomfortable. Cramped. Robots do not care. I guess the controls are such that a robot with their like squatty spines could access it. These doors seem stuck. I can get my finger in, but they won't budge. Power to that section appears to have failed. Can you devote more power that way? I am not some kind of plumber. Fuck you, NK. Let's see what's up here. Ramps. Robot-operated controls. Site wasn't managed by humans at all. How does this one work? I don't think so. Okay. This was clearly abandoned. No disaster, no destruction. Whatever it was once, it's become obsolete. Look at it. It's beautiful. Can you imagine ships coming to rest here? Lies on a flower. Interesting. So, it's a ship landing pad, but also it's an observatory for watching the darkness. Some kind of tripod. There was something here once. An instrument of some kind. This is meant to be an observatory after all. I'm going to look at the center of the crater. Where it's tilted up to the sky. Possible to say for sure. I've seen this kind of tripod before. Same as the one on Janiki's moon. On the roof of the hermitage near Maersi. Yeah, so I haven't figured out what that's for. This one's not empty. A telescope. The ladies in grey on Elbereth had a telescope on the roof. They encouraged us to look at Eox through it and dream. But this place is an observatory after all. Was the ruin near Maersi an observatory too? The locations are interesting, Aaliyah. Separated but aligned. They suggest a triangulation, but a triangulation requires more than 2 points. Let's see now. There's no eyepiece. What's the use of that? Looks like it comes free. It appears to be inscribed, Aaliyah. Is needed for this. This one's a broken piece from a longer phrase. Okay. Treasure. That's a new symbol. It's the sandwich, but it's exploded. Watch. And something wrong. Okay. I do think it's watch. Stars? Yeah. I can add my translation for watch to my dictionary now. And stars must be right too. Interesting, we've just discarded the triangle on the end. I guess it's because it's part of a longer phrase. I did read that when you play on New Game Plus, all these like fractured phrases, or maybe not all of them, but you start getting the full versions of stuff. Alright, so an adjective. I mean, those symbols are far away, and you do use a telescope to watch things that are far away, so watch distant stars? Watch distant stars. This is the start of a fragment of text. Boop is probably the whole thing. Hour. Oh, garden. Yeah. A long one, but I'm confident in saying hour. I'm also convinced of garden. Nice. Alright, noun of all the light in the sky. Well, that would be the nebula. Nebula is our garden. There's something to do with ships. It's our idea of this is a landing pad. Is this it? Observatory that Rainbow wanted me to find. It's possible, but there is nothing here. Definitely not a flagpole. No ropes, no fittings for any ropes. Obviously, it's a signal mast, a beacon. For sending something somewhere. Eox has a similar one for sending messages. Where does the mast send to, NK? Now wait. Yes, I believe I can deduce that, but it is hardly accurate enough to pinpoint a target. This isn't Remba's observatory. If it is, then I'm definitely missing something. There's nothing here. I mean, we still need to go down in the hole where the darkness is and get devoured. So, if we are doing triangulation, then we just need to find 3 sides, right? So what was this place observing? The rivers. Nothing else seems plausible to me. We already figured it out. They're observing the darkness, whatever the darkness is. We just haven't figured out what the darkness is. So what was this place? We know it was run by robots. Kind of recording station. Serving the rivers. Crater itself must likely a dock. It's for ships to land. But with gravity in the crater helps ships to take off from here. This is Amadu's observatory. He's going to be disappointed. Nothing worth selling for the ship. Really, Aliyah, perhaps we might go. I want to get down to the center of the crater first. Beep boop boop bop beep 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 doop bop. Where is that? There we go. Well then. If I die, I die. Float down. You coming? I will follow. On my treads. It goes. Womp, womp, womp. By the goddess. You're not very athletic, Helia. Made it. NK, it's warm. Aliyah, please. Surely it can't be powered. May draw power from the rivers, given the curious gravity effects. There was perhaps once an upriver here. An upriver? Launching ships. And this surface we're on is a dock? Gravity really is low. Feel like a child again. This crater really had an upriver under the hatch. Nikki, that raises so many questions. Where has the river gone? Was it artificial? Can you make a river divert one? Did the ancients make the nebula using uprivers? Or we change it for ourselves? I couldn't tell you. There's an upriver here. Does that mean there's water? Perhaps there is a wellspring directly below the opening, Aliyah. The water was directed into the river rather than saturating this moon. What is this thing? I cannot tell. Dragoon! Welcome in. Good job on the 5-stream streak. But I do not believe there is a wellspring anywhere here. I missed whatever the line was. Sorry there. How you doing, Dragoon? Let's see if I can... An opening, Aliyah. Opening. Let's look down before we jump inside. How far down do you think it goes, NK? I could not say. Can you shut the light down there? After a fashion, Aliyah. Crystals. It's lined with iolite crystals, like the one Renba left on Mercy. One sec. Take a drink, and we're going to change how we're sitting. Here we go. See where this goes. Do not move. If you attempt to annihilate yourself by entering a vertical drop, I will hopper you immediately. And if you are falling, I might only get half of you. You know what I'm doing? It is abundantly clear that you do not. Step away. Doing pretty decent. Did a bit of work in Unity to update a model and spend a little time exploring worlds in VR. That sounds nice. I will not give you further warning, Aliyah. I will hopper you if you do not comply. There's an upriver here. And what was the hatch for? Why was it closed? Fascinating, Leah. Closing off a river. What does that even mean, NK? Close off a river. River is water and force line. Force line would remain. But without water, it could not be sailed. Still, the water would have to go somewhere. The robot doesn't want you to explore below. I don't think. I think it's the robot doesn't want me to like break my legs and die. Perhaps the crater was flooded. I don't think the river was controlled in order to harvest moss, Aaliyah. Perhaps the water was used elsewhere. Another river, perhaps. Our ancestors really have the power to control the shape of the nebula, NK. It's incredible. How does such a power get lost? Robots. This was clearly operated by robots. The process of controlling the river is automated until the process was forgotten. The robots were removed, the process was lost. Just want to take a closer look. Went to all the trouble to get this thing open. No. I will stay right beside you, and I will not change my mind on this matter. Please. Let us return to the upper ring level. Away from temptation. I don't know why Miari wanted me to take you with me. Professor cares about your safety. She certainly doesn't care about yours. Alright, well, I guess we will leave now. Let's go then. There's nothing more here. Back to the ship, Ilya. I can simply hopper us if you prefer. Surely you're done here. Do it. Do it. I don't see what else we can learn here. Stand still, Ilya. Wop. Interesting. Yeah. Very interesting. Piecing together the story bit by bit. Strange find, that crater. Some kind of landing bay for ships. Why land there at all? There's nothing on this moon apart from the bay itself. Except crystals. Evidently the same crystal is inside the hatch in the metal carrier. Must have been useful somehow for making the upriver. From the roof of the cratered moon. I don't really understand what this thing is. Kind of robot contraption for robots. Leah. Beep boop bop boop. Okay. Real quick. We got some solvables that we haven't popped. Live forever here is correct. Place of forever is correct. Small metal hoop we can solve now. Or the verb of declaring would be speak. And the adjective of nothing said be silence. Does that work? Garden of the Dead. All right. We have a lot of unsolved words. Oh boy, do we have a lot of unsolved ones. All right. Just kind of looking here. Okay. Yeah, I still think that's rise. I still think that this is together. I still think that this is this stars or is this owned by the stars? Of the stars. I think this might be, yeah, apostrophe S. Follow the stars light. Which gods hold your heart? Yeah, questioning, time, verb. When gods hold your heart? No, we've already got when. It could be May. It could be May gods hold your heart. Verbing of when. Swap that one out to May. Looking at some old phrases here. Ah, okay, this was on a hearth. We just didn't have the words at the time. Water goddess. With this. Remove that. Water goddess. Goddess. Water goddess. It's just gonna tell me this is wrong again. I need more words. Treasures of enormous value. I think that this is still right. Take me home tonight. I think that's right. Actually, is there another thing that could be here? Could be safe. I'm trying to remember if we have home already. Emperors are eternal. I think that's right. Yeah, we used May here as well. So unless this one is also witch, I think May is probably correct. The place garden, the place of ground. Could be fields. Maybe your fields be endless. Or endless growth. Could be lush. Lush. Updating some old phrases. Of great worth. Yeah, this was on a silver coin. I can't imagine it means anything else. Loyalty is all, I still think is correct here on this dagger. Your stranger, I think is still right. Hunger and fear, I think it's still right. Enter pilgrim, I believe is still right. Do-do-do-do. Here's my story. It will find you. Okay, we now know that the question mark with the lights is declaring something. So we will, the verb of declaration, not hiding. I mean, like crying kind of reveals your presence, but I don't think that's it. I think find is probably it. We will declare you not hidden. Rest here and be safe. The verb of the noun of the light in the sky, something. The verb of the holiness of the sky. People in my community are going to declare that I am short and small. No, wrong. Adjective of the place of my heart. I believe that is safe. No, I'm big and scary. Verb of holding, something adjective of holding, not the adjective of light. Okay. By is not part of this. Hold, darkness. I think maybe we're still on find. Sleep in sky, my friend. Ah, we've locked in sleep. Nice. Sky. The place. Something, not the verb of people. Something double heart. Could be. I mean, peace would be flavorful, but I don't think it's the sky because it would have the I in it. So let's go with peace. The place where you're not doing a person something. Maybe the double lightning bolt is war. I don't know. I'm gonna go with peace. I speak for the silent. We just found that one. I sail dead river of sleep. I sail a dead river of sleep. Locked in. Oh, and now we've moved. Nebula's our garden. Watch distant stars. By order of masters, we watch darkness. Yep. Stars are among friends. Shape of rivers is shape of our lives. Curious. My master's knowledge. I'm sure that that is master's. It jumped me to the end. Yeah. Noun of something holy. Yeah, I think that's still uncertain. This machine will guide your way. I'm pretty sure that this is right. Love you for next time. The time that is not here. This. Yeah. Next time, tomorrow, time, last time. I have to assume next. Point your prow for home. I think that's right. Yeah, a declaration of the way would be pointing. When winds move into blessing. The verb of away does make sense there. The noun of all light. Probably blessing. Nothing else really makes sense of those. Wait, your proper home. I already did that one. This machine will guide you. Okay. It must have jumped me again. God show those who follow. Verb of the way people hold their hearts. I think that would be save. Tell would have declaration in it. Kill would have anti-heart. Show would probably have light in it. So I think save is actually our way here. You sure about that? I'm not sure about anything. Ah, okay. We can try this one now. So, when heart that's probably a long phrase there. From go when heart may go from loop. I don't think loop there. Yeah, I think I need to just slot some things in so it can tell me some things are wrong. Yeah. Loop's wrong. Oops, not may. When your moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's translating ancient. All right. It's going to tell me that than is wrong. Wait. Not May. It's not going to be May. From when go uh May. Oh boy. What do I still need? I'm trying to find anything that slots in. Love. No. None of these things slot into my remaining spots. Okay. Well, when we die together. I am sure of that. Okay. Scrawled graffiti. And that's all I can put here. Those are numbers. But I don't have a way to put it in yet. Metal. Yeah, we weren't sure if this was the god of metal or not. Robot garden place. Or wait, actually that's part of robot, but I'm not sure. Something garden place of earth. The garden of the ground. think that that would be metal. That makes sense to me. Sun. Yeah, the place from all light. That makes sense to me. Ground. Sure of that. Empire will endure forever and day. All right, I'm pretty sure this is empire. Endure. The verb of not the way to a place. Yeah, I think endure. And day. Um, it's the noun of time and all. Which I would think would be also, I don't know. I guess day works. Tomb is open. Yeah, I think that's right. No people wanted robots return. Yeah, I'm sure that's no. Um, Still don't know what that squirrely six is. But the verb of squirrely six holding not. So wanted makes sense. And return. The verb of a place. You don't something squirrely six. The verb of going makes sense. For fear death as all people fear death, I'm sure that's right. Love will save us all. The verb of the way to the sky twice. I think this is actually the vault. We're talking about the heavens vault. The vault will save us all. The verb of the way people hold their hearts. Yeah, I think that's save. I declare this deception. The verb of big concept of place. The verb of declaration. And the noun of way. Yeah, that makes sense. I open way. Me. Yeah, the action of declaration could be ordered. The verb of six and holy person. Holy person. Hmm. In this place the dying may find mercy. I think that's right. In death we are all equal. That's right. Time gods will return. Makes sense. Sail winds and open sky. Sense. God breathes life from rivers. People follow emperor blindly. No, this one I don't think that this one's blindly anymore necessarily. We do have the negative of holy light, so maybe it is blindly without looking. Yeah, without watching would be okay. So maybe it is. Ah, big phrase. Okay, all right. Let's plug some words in. We got the sun. We have the empire anywhere. Yeah, empire. That's of the sun is going to be the suns. Okay. Presents is wrong. Emperor. No, I don't think that's emperors. I think it's empires. Yeah, I can't fill in more. Okay. And I speak for the silent. Okay, we've wrapped back around. Okay, thank you for humoring me while I went through my old notes. Uh, there we go. I actually have a notebook on my desk, but I have not used it yet. I've been able to hold all these words in my head. Okay, we could return the thing to Miercy. Oh, okay. We have a lot of things going on. Wing. Okay, yeah. Eox is close. We can just talk to Wang and get some more words. I'm in a mood for words. I want to translate things. I don't want to sail.
We turned the prow for Iox once more.
I don't want to sail.
Somehow, going back always felt like giving in.
Ilya, you kept interrupting me. I don't want to sail. I don't want to story. I don't want to walk. I just want to translate. Because I'm trans. A gray and bleak place full of thinkers who never leave. Our opinion on Eox has apparently gotten very negative. One moment. I'm ready now. Leah, over here. Good faith to you, Huang. Go well.
Doing fine, Leah, thank you. I was hoping I'd see you.
It's mutual, I'm sure. What can I do for you?
Oh no. The question is, what can I do for you? I got something for you.
You seem in a good mood today.
Come to the library. I'll explain everything.
I was coming to see you anyway.
I'm sure you do. Be seeing you, Leah.
What's all that about? You really are a puppy, aren't you? What? You can't just call me a puppy. That's illegal. Sammy's the puppy. I am a skunk.
Leah.
Faith to you. Trash puppy. Maybe. Maybe this is acceptable. Waiting for us in there. Any guesses, NK? None.
Leah, you came.
So, what is it, Wang?
Just wanted to talk, you know. See how you were. Tell you what I've been doing.
So, what have you been doing?
Do a lot you might not expect. I've come across something. It's not in my line exactly. I'm happy with my books. Well, I thought it might intrigue you.
I'm listening.
Only, well, that thing need to be here?
You mean 6?
Did it wait outside?
Why?
Imagine for a moment that I had a good reason.
Dr. Huang does not wish me to hear what he has to say. Fine. Off you go, Empress NK. I will be outside. I don't know if I should have called it Empress NK right then, but okay.
That's better. I don't suppose I can keep anything from the university, really. There's no point in making it easy for them.
You're keeping something from the university? Like what?
From a mention in the annals of Mazwai. I know I'll never convince you to read it. Part where the chronicler talks of a monastery of questions. The annals are greatly considered to be reliable. I'm quite certain the monastery is a real place, but no one knows where it was.
No one knew. You mean you found it?
Found it? Of course not. Only, are you a looper, Aaliyah? Do you go to temple?
No.
The priests of the loop talk sometimes of a library, a place of great wisdom, a place where everything learned in one great year is held in trust for the next. It's the greatest treasure imaginable, the library of future knowledge.
You mentioned a monastery. I think your monastery is this library.
Think it might be, yes.
Surely the priests know where it is?
Surely. You would think. But say they didn't. Then I'm certain they'd be looking for it.
Do you know where it is or not?
I do. Maybe I do. In the annals, Mazwai states the monastery sits within the eye of knowledge. I suppose I always thought that was a metaphor, but look here. In the margin, someone, a scribe, a monk, has scrawled a picture. Like a swirl with a tail. The ancients often used eyes to mean places in the nebula. Like the eye in the cyclones. Never made the connection before, but I suddenly realized. Swirl is a river. It's a map.
Squirrel with a tail.
The shape in the rivers. Ancients built their library there, and then took that river shape to be a glyph in their script. The glyph that forms the word for knowledge.
Okay, cool. So we've locked in knowledge and we know that swirl looks like that. So, okay. I thought that that was okay, interesting. It's more about knowing than holiness. I don't know why I got it so locked into my head that it was about holiness. Um, I wish there was more of this, more learning words from people. This is cool. I really think so.
Ancient books. Future books.
Thanks for the lead.
That's it. That's all I had to say.
Found something you might be interested in.
Let's see now.
It's an inscription. I read it as Loop of Knowledge and Love. Well, now, that's definitely not knowledge.
I don't agree with the word knowledge.
Yeah, we just learned that that's not right. I agree. Okay, so if it's not knowledge, It is, oh my, it's the noun of the adjective of the verb of declaring without declaring, but it's not knowledge. I think someone had suggested words before. And the loop. The noun of something knowledge. Book. Book of words of love. We found someone's copy of the Karma Sutra. Okay. Does Book of Words and Love make any more sense? Thanks, Wang. Have you looked through the Mazwai I found?
I have. We just talked about it. And it's quite a find, I can tell you. An early edition, possibly even one of the first. A lot of unusual material that's missing from later editions.
Does the Mazwai have anything to say about Heaven's Vault?
Does. There's a whole section about the wreck of the vault washing up. Let's see. Washing up beyond the knot of the three rivers.
Washing up like a shipwreck?
Mm-hmm. You know it's just a story, don't you? Probably why that section was removed.
This edition tells you where to find it? Where to find Heaven's Vault?
That's all it says. The knot of the rivers.
Another thing. I went to Renaki. I found that trader you mentioned.
Oh yeah? Did it help?
There is a woman there who loves books. Dreams of visiting a library.
What are you suggesting?
Wondering where she got her books from. I was wondering why you went off moon and met a trader in the first place.
I couldn't possibly imagine answers to either of those questions. But Leah, if you didn't find anything...
Yes?
Perhaps you could not tell Miari about your trip? Perhaps that would be acceptable to you?
Alright. Honor amongst thieves, Huang. Perhaps I can keep my finds to myself as well.
That seems very fair.
I think I can find this library. From a glyph?
I don't know. But if anyone can, it'd be you.
Really believe in this library, Huang?
It's a fact. Of course, I'd always hoped it might be what this little place of mine could become. But I'm also glad it's out there.
How are things down here?
Well, the Mazwai has kept me pretty busy, Ilya.
I've made a few finds recently.
Show me.
The one pendant. Found this worn pendant.
No. Seen something similar, I think, only this one was inscribed. See if I can find it. Here. This is the inscription found on a silver amulet. It was buried here on Eox back in my father's day.
Womp. This one's a fractured piece from an even longer phrase. Okay. Time will tell us all. So my translation of tell is correct now. Time will tell us all. Do you have any more like that?
Let me see. How about this? This was written on a fractured crystal necklace. It was found in an Alberethian house 8 years ago. This one's a fractured fragment from an even longer phrase.
Oh, we're getting raided. Hello, raiders. Hello, Tipsy. How have you been? Hope you've been doing well. Hello, raiders. My name is Mivlia. I'm the trans punk skunk extraordinaire. This is my venue. I'm a variety streamer, stream whatever I want, whenever I want. Right now, we're doing Heaven's Vault, which is a story-driven game about translating ancient text. I hope you guys are all doing well. If you need to pop off post-stream for some rest or relaxation, do what you gotta do. Hi, Tipsy. Let's see, we got Star, we got Light, we got... That's not going to be darkness on its own. We'll pop it in. Pop in this and then it'll tell me something's wrong.
No good. I'd have to start again and try it a different way. Oh, wrong person. Okay, not Star. Does Jewel fit? Jewel... light. Darkness. Jewel of something darkness light. Alright. Let's mark out another word. You're gonna be lurking to make some eats? Yeah, no worries. Stream was good. I'm glad you had a good stream. Sure, my translation for jewel is right now. Get some good foods. Alright. We've got the noun form of sky. Something, the adjective is the noun form of darkness. So, it could be evening. Makes sense to me. Best of the things here. Jewel of evening light. Do you have any more like that? Oh, let me see. No, nothing comes to mind. I'll take the worn pendant to the archives then.
No.
Oh, of course.
Got a few things for the curators.
Oh yeah?
What do you make of this reliquary?
Can I take a look?
It's an inscription. I read it as I love for the next time.
I don't agree with the word next in this.
Well, it's the only word I didn't know.
Look at the crossed lines. That might be a symbol presenting negation or transgression. That doesn't fit with next.
It was my best guess. Alright. Well, I knew that the X was no. I don't think tomorrow makes sense, so I've got to go with last. I love for the last time?
That's better than what I had before.
Thanks, Wang.
Interesting. I've seen something a bit like that, if I remember right, that was also inscribed. Where's that volume? Yes, this is it. It's a sketch of a scratched metal container. It was found in a Renaki temple a few months ago.
Actually, I keep mispronouncing it. Yeah, it's Renaka.
This one's part of a broken part from a longer phrase.
Alright, go. Will. Don't know how far I'll go. Towards. I mean, it's not going to be gods twice. I'm going to add my translation to go to my dictionary now. Towards whom gods will go. The place with the people of knowledge. I mean, that would be the temple. Towards temple gods will go. Do you have any more like that?
Let me see. How about this? It was an inlaid wooden reliquary. It's found adrift in Eagle's Pass.
This one's a fractured fragment from an even longer phrase. Ooh, that's a big one. All right. Move loves, that's going to be heart. This is going to be a different conjugation of your. Temple. In. I think that's probably wrong. That doesn't feel right. All right. Well, we marked out a word. All right. Heart. Your. Temple. Have. I do not think that this is you. I think this is a conjugation of you that I don't have yet. But I can't really put anything else in. Huh? Well, we'll just cut off the front there. I think temple must be right. All right, the place of having. Well, inside would make sense, as it also fits with the phrase. Ah, there we go. Does you have temple inside your heart work? Have any more like that? Let me see. No, nothing comes to mind. Not finished with it. Alright, and playing won't let us show us any more. I'll let you know what I find. Although I need to find out a bit more first. There you are. Did you learn anything of use from Huang? Perhaps. We'd better take a look. We've heard the seventh god has a temple on the edges of the nebula. That temple, Heaven's Vault. No, we already know Heaven's Vault's about. Tripod we found on the cratered moon. Just like the one I found on the hermitage of the moon near Mariasi. Your site was old. Much older than the Empire. Assuming all those tripods were set at the same time. Hi, Neri, how are you? I've missed it. There's an inscription on this thing all this time. This is the end of a longer line of text. Womp. Hope you're doing well. Empire. B. This one has a lot of symbols, but I'm confident it says Empire. Alright, not time verb. Will not. Verb, yeah, away. Probably not divided. The empire will not be divided. I'd still change my mind, but empire will not be divided. Empire period work then. Or older with a motto etched in it later. Look at this thing, Empress. Did you know it's the oldest thing on Eox? So they say. It's said to be a sundial, Aaliyah. What do you make of it, NK? It seems to me this sundial could never have worked. At least not in this location. Sundial made here. Of course. Curiously enough. Alright. Let's get off this rock. This way, Aaliyah. Alright. I don't want to go too much longer. Like I said, I've got a birthday thing to do later, but I think we can probably go one more planet, and if it doesn't take us too long on the boat, then maybe we can do a little bit of stuff there. For the Nightingale. Alright, so we're triangulating between 2 of 3 locations. Here we found with the upriver. If it really was used by ships, they must have been huge ships. It must have been a whole age before the Empire. Ships like great whales crawled the rivers, carrying things from one moon to another. Trading, Aliyah. Perhaps people lived on them. Can you imagine that? A boat which people live on? Age of Sail. Before the Empire was founded. Before the Empire locked down the nebula. Alright, we've got unknown ancient site. We've got multiple things. I mean, this could be our third location. If we're triangulating from Renba's cache and the cratered moon and the unknown site, it would be somewhere here in the middle near Meersi. Heaven's Vault, way out there. There's still Renba's dig site that I've somehow not managed to find. I found the graveyard moon instead. Let's find Renba's dig site, and then once we find Renba's dig site, we can go from there to Wang's thing. Please allow me to skip part of it. There we go. Pass controls. We can also use our knowledge. I haven't used the map too much before because the map's kind of... Oh, we went like 5 feet forward. Okay. Since we know the shape of the river, we can use that a little bit to help. We... almost wish the game didn't give me directions because they're wrong so often. It's much easier using the map.
We trudged across the surface of a tiny moon. Nothing but dust and towering stone.
It's quite remarkable, Aaliyah. This place is actually worse than Elbereth. It's my home you're talking about, NK. Merely your birthplace. You did well to leave. Shut up, NK. Didn't leave Elbereth. Professor Miyari scooped me out of the orphanage and carried me away. Something up ahead. What's that? By the goddess and her imposters.
There were tents, carts, ropes, and platforms.
That's an interesting exclamation. I had assumed we'd moved on from gods and just to empire worship.
Rember must have had an army working here. And yet he had left it all behind. Just like that.
Hey, Graham. Oh god, I shrank because I went to pet Graham. This must be Renba's work. He hired laborers from the markets of Elbereth, shipped them here, and he had them doing whatever it was he was doing. Most likely analysis, Aaliyah. So all this was built before Rembo went to Miersi. Rembo must have found something here. Something that led him to the cyclones. Hi, Graham. Hi. Hello. Do you want to come up? You want to say hi to chat? Are you upset because you can't currently cuddle either mommy and it's so cold? So cold. Come on. You want to come up? No? Okay. I'm going to go back to playing video game then. The Roman brooch, perhaps. The hair in my mouth. So the last emperor killed the hermit who lived on the moon we found. And the emperor buried them in the dirt. We had some spine at least. No way in round here. It was NK who said that. It's a tent. Just like lift it. So why did the last emperor draw a map to the graveyard and wishing for some kind of peace as he lay dying? The emperors believe in the loop, Aaliyah. But to be reborn, you must be buried. Unlike those before him, the last emperor faced true death. The emperor drew the map to tell his soul where to go. Aha. Climbing sand will be quite exhausting. Perhaps we should explore the main site first? No. It's terrifying, you know? You're an empress then. Who are all those other robots that I lost? You really want to know what Rembo was doing? Left behind will give us the best clue. That's archaeology. This is steep, and the air is poor. It's a camp. You would think you wouldn't want to make camp where the air is poor, but okay. I don't have control. Ah, the flow! Please, don't be scared. Who are you? Who are you? My name's Sia. I've been stuck here for weeks since the Oxyan left. There's enough wood here to burn for years, but I can't eat wood. Water's almost gone, too. You have to take me with you. Well, of course. I want to look around first. Go ahead. I'll go and wait in your ship. Or you could just tell me what Rembo was doing here? I'll tell you. Once we've left. You tell me and we'll go. made my offer. You can look around instead if you want. See you on the boat. Aaliyah. Aaliyah, I do not believe you can trust her. You think she'll fly off without us? Why would she do that? She can just sit in the boat until we go. Or she can go. Unless you use the hopper. Want to go back to the ship before she does? I recommend it, yes. We don't need to. Be hilarious if the game bad-ended me for trusting a stranger. Question mark? Aaliyah, someone is activating the hopper. Oh, okay, they just won't fucking let us. Nice boat. What did you do that for? Not me. The robot did it. I want my ship back. You can have it. I don't know how to sail. I just wanted to make sure I get off this rock. Tell me what he was looking for. He found it. A boat buried in the dust below the moon? Plot a course. Elbereth it is. Okay, so we found the Heaven's Vault. Or a similar boat. And then flew it and crashed. Alright, well, we'll go back to Elbereth. And then once we get to Elbereth, I'm gonna wrap the stream. I know it's early, but I have a thing later tonight, and I want to make sure I can get in a shower and cooking dinner before that. So, why didn't Janiki use robots for the dig? Must have taken forever to excavate the moon. I believe the answer is obvious. Well, Enki, enlighten me. I didn't Renba use robots. Robots cannot keep secrets. Every robot has a master. What did Renba think he was going to find here? Must have known it was valuable before he started. And it moves. Here's what I don't understand about Renba NK. What makes a roboticist take up treasure hunting? Got him started. And clearly he found a robot that remembered things. A robot, Elia? What do you mean I missed my turning? This is the direction you told me to go. god. I'm going to assume that I did the right thing.
They say on Elbereth, if you sail too far, you'll meet yourself coming back. But I've sailed plenty far, and I still don't know who I'm supposed to be.
Set us down, NK. Elbereth. Not gonna get more information about out of Sia. Thank you, Aaliyah Ezra. I'll be alright from here. Do you have friends here? And enemies? I'll have to see which is most helpful to me. Never had so much choice before. Before I go, I have something for you. The excavation on Elbereth's moon ended as soon as we found the ship in the ground. I was there. We found a hatch filled with dull gemstones. One or two looked valuable to me. I kept a little for myself. What did Renba find? Boxes and boxes. This piece is a tiny piece. And I do not want it anymore. Is there anything more you can tell me about Renba's work? I can tell you what he found. Artifact. Telescope, I think. Once he found it, that was when he left. Barely even tied up the tent. I've seen a telescope device before. Out a lens, perhaps? I didn't see it so clearly. He hurried away once he found it. Good faith to you. Well, she's going to be alright. Alright. I do not remember if there's other things I can do on Elbereth, but we're going to go ahead and call it there for now. Set my controller aside. Hey, I've learned 50 words according to the achievement that just popped. I hope you guys all had a good time. Thank you for coming out. Even if it was a quieter day. As always, you guys can follow me on social media if you want. I post when I'm going live to both the Discord and to my Blue Sky account. Oopsie. Thank you for the air package, Dragoon. I am going to go shower and then make dinner, or make dinner and then shower. Pet pets.
Girl, who's a good girl? You are. Yes, you are.
Thank you for the head pats. Alright, let's see who's online that we can raid. Yarny's doing Onion Ring. Oh, Cereza's doing Warcraft 3. Ah, man, I love Warcraft 3. Let's go raid Cereza. I mean, I haven't touched it since the remaster or whatever, and I don't have my old discs anymore. I don't think you can even use them. I think Battle.net updated. Blizzard sucks, but Warcraft 3 was a fun game in my childhood. Let's see. Cereza Baywitch. Alright, everyone go say hi to Cereza for me. Looks like she's early into the Undead campaign. She's using the classic graphics, which is the best way. Alright. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow for more Heaven's Vault. We'll keep making progress. Bye. Bye-bye.